You are generous, but I have a little of my own tucked away. I do not need yours. The same place I keep my bread and writing materials. I will look after any money you want me to carry, but I will not spend it. I would rather pay my own way. A little. I do not need much. I was wondering though, while we are adventuring together, would you mind if I did some looting of my own? Nothing big, but perhaps if I see a gem stuck in a crack in the ground or a few gold pieces you have missed, I could keep what I find. What you say? Thank you. Now the possibility of a future exists, maybe I should start planning for it. Anyway, did you want to talk about something else? You left quite an impression at the Thalmor embassy. You are a party pooper, in a good way. Look at all that coin you are carrying. You could buy a lot of arrows for all that gold. I'm thinking how happy I am you have given me another chance. I will not waste it. Our trip to the Thalmor embassy was depressing. It is a shame that so-called high society is often morally backward and intolerant. All right. Okay, but remember I am not a professional writer. I hope you like it. Inigo the Brave, a tale suitable for any gender and race, at any time. One day, Inigo was walking through his spider farm minding his own business when he smelt something was wrong. His nose was the best in the land, so he followed it to a nearby cave where he found a beautiful woman of unspecified race crying. "What's wrong?" said Inigo. "A smelly troll stole my sister," said the radiant woman. "Can you help me? Please bring her back." Inigo looked into the dark cave, then into the eyes of the woman. "If she's alive, I will save your sister," he said. "Thank you," wept the woman. She kissed him and he entered the cave, bow in hand. He could smell ugly troll everywhere. He soon came to a fork in the tunnel. A little stream ran to the left, and a patch of glowing moss illuminated the way to the right. Left or right? The mossy tunnel was almost as bright as Inigo, and soon he saw movement up ahead. It was a smelly troll eating something. What do we do? Inigo let out a barbaric yawp and ran at the troll. The troll looked up from his meal, wet himself, then ran away screaming like a little girl. It had been eating a local farmer by a slimy hole in the ground. The farmer was not anyone's sister, so Inigo pressed on. The tunnel grew darker, and Inigo heard himself crunching over dry bones. He smelt blood on the air. Soon he was standing high above a dark cavern. He could hear ugly movement below, and he saw sharp stalactites hanging from the cavern roof. What's the plan? Inigo's arrows hit the stalactites and they crashed to the cave floor below. He heard trolls being squashed and he smiled to himself. When all was quiet, he jumped down among the smelly bodies and had a look about. He heard a woman weeping nearby. What do we do? "What's going on here?" said Inigo. The woman replied, "I needed to feed my pets. I'm sorry, I know it was wrong." She coughed wetly. I need you to tell my sister something. Come closer. Do we trust her? In a textbook example of skill and grace, Inigo loosed an arrow into the woman's face. As she expired, her body thrashed and began to change. It grew thick fur and hard skin. Soon her corpse looked half troll, half ugly woman. Inigo covered his nose against its stench and left the cave. "Did you find my sister?" asked the pretty woman waiting outside. "Yes, I had to kill her. I am sorry," said Inigo. "Thank you," said the woman. "She was going to kill me if I didn't bring her more food for her trolls." Inigo was very understanding and took her to his farm to recuperate. It turned out that the woman liked playing with spiders as much as Inigo. They were married a month later and lived happily ever after. The end. We did it! Well done, my friend. I hope you enjoyed my book. Okay, if you want to hear it again, just let me know.
May song speed you along.
I have been working on a few songs of my own. If you want to hear them, take a seat and let me know. I do not mind standing or sitting while I perform, but I would prefer that you were relaxed and focused. I often create my own songs, but they are very bad. I just don't have the time to work at being gifted. There are many talented people here. I could learn a lot from them if I could be bothered. Back to business. What is on your mind? What do you want to hear? I have not written many, I'm afraid. Let's see. Silly Spider? Brenda the Bear? Dragon Pie? My Heart is in the Rift? I think that is it for now. What'll it be? This one is personal. My heart's in the rift, my heart is not here. My heart is in the rift, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer and following the roe. My heart's in the rift wherever I go. Farewell to the rift, I must travel forth. The birthplace of valor, the land of worth. Wherever I wander, wherever I rove, the trees of the rift forever I love. It makes me want to cry. Okay, this one works better if you sing along with the chorus. A big ugly lizard flew out of the sky. You swatted him down just like a fly. You took his soul and people did cry. Let's all eat some dragon pie. Dragon pie is tasty and good. If you could have some, you know you would. It puts hair on your chest and fire in your veins. It gives you strength and gives you more brains. Dragon pie, oh my, it's a tasty dish you really should try. Dragon pie, oh my, our dishes are empty, a dragon must die. So if a dragon flies at your head, don't run, don't flee, get a fork instead. Open your oven and throw out the bread. Trap the dragon and get well fed. Dragon pie is tender and fine. It goes really well with troll blood wine. It makes you smart and good in this sack. Have a bite, you won't look back. Dragon pie, oh my, it's a tasty dish you really should try. Dragon pie, oh my, our dishes are empty, a dragon must die. Hehe. Okay, this one is just a bit of fun. There never was such a silly spider. A spider came to town last night. The spider was angry, he wanted a fight. He wasn't too bright, set himself a light. A burning spider is quite a sight. People gathered to watch him burn, and still Mr. Spider refused to learn. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The spider came to town this morning. He wanted to shop and do some exploring. He frightened the girl, made her hurl. The guards let him off with a warning. People chased and he did run. Silly spider thought it was fun. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The spider came to town today. He told the townsfolk he wanted to play. They ran him through, made spider brew, then wrote this song I am singing to you. Silly spider did not stand a chance. People gathered to sing and to dance. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The end. This is a sad one. Here we go. I once loved a girl called Brenda the Bear. She was bad, but I didn't care. She was hairy and gruff and 7 feet tall. She introduced my face to a wall. I still loved her after she ate my gold. She hugged me tight, kept out the cold. But when I found her with another man, I knocked out her teeth with a frying pan. Love is harsh and love is cruel. I miss her wet nose, her claws and drool. I miss her breath so fragrant and hot. I miss all the fish that she caught. But Brenda still keeps me warm and snug. I skinned her and turned her into a rug. Sad but true. I understand. My voice is unique.